All right, this is part 2 of the 5-part video series comparing the Step 2 Vero Lounger to the Ledge Lounger Signature Chaise to the Tenjam Laylo Lounger. So we're really going to talk about fit and finish in this video. So you saw us assemble them all. Let's just talk about different two-piece designs. We'll talk about comfort less. But when we look at the Step 2 Lounger, and these are set up to all work in this 12-inch pool water depth. We're going to test them in the next video. So for the Step 2 Lounger, there's a riser kit. So this lounger, on the bottom of it, when I have accessories on, I'm going to throw the phone down. On the bottom of it, we have a weighted canister. I had to pack that full of sand. The specs say that should be about 18 pounds. Metal screws holding this whole thing together. I had to tap in a threaded insert to hold the bolt, to hold the seats together. Other screws, 2 here, 1 on each side, a couple to hold in this canister. Now, also super thin wall plastic construction. If you were behind me, we can kind of look at the back and kind of go down the line, but it's such a thin wall plastic construction that these ribs have indents, and that indent kisses off to the front side of the lounger to give it strength because it's very thin. Now, if the sun was behind us, you'd see these ribs in the front of your lounger. Okay, so back to the screws and fit and finish. This gap where we connected them, just not tight at all. Very noticeable gap, and it was hard to get the bottom pieces aligned. So let's just move on and we'll look at some of the other fit and finish on the other products here. Oh, and this riser for the deep water, this thing, it doesn't attach to the lounger. So you saw the lounger separate. So when we go to put it in the pool, you'll see me have to put the riser in first, then the lounger on top of it. The Ledge Lounger fit and finish. This lounger, purchased it new in a retail store. I've had it for a little over a year, but it's always had this very chalky finish. And when we go look at Ledge Loungers in retail stores, the finish varies a lot. And you'll see that in previous videos, that this particular one, very chalky looking. Some of them, they'll be glossy on one side, chalky on another. The bottom of this particular Ledge Lounger has big chunks out of it. That's how it came. And it's just overall the fit and finish isn't that great. On the bottom side of it, same kind of thing as a Step 2. If you're looking at the back of this lounger, there's these big ribs all the way down. Now, they don't go as far as kissing it off the front wall, so you don't see these indents on the front of the lounger, but they are there for strength. All right, so you see that? And then when we go to fill the Ledge Lounger, you'll see they have a screw plug system on the bottom. And these screw plugs, we have to remove them, fill them with water. But where these are added, that's called a spin weld. So what they have is a drill that just spins that little fitting super fast. And as they do that, the plastic melts and welds together. But you can see around that whole area, it's just kind of the plastic marks all over. So not very clean on the bottom. Now we're putting it for 12-inch water depth today. We're going to put it on this 12-inch riser. This lounger only works up to 9-inch water depth without a riser. So we purchased the riser that allows us to work up to 9-inch water depth. And you saw us put this together. So let's go to the next one, the Tenjam Laylo Lounger. So in the Tenjam, also this Laylo Lounger is a 2-piece design. The gap where the 2 parts meet is a lot tighter, but you can see it's curved and it's moved forward. If we put these side by side with the Step 2, you'll see the Step 2 gap is right under your tail. Where the Tenjam Laylo, they moved that forward, angled it. It's just a cleaner design, comes together better. And then on the bottom of it, you don't have this big weight canister you have to screw in. Also, no metal parts at all in this lounger. You didn't need any tools to put it together. In fact, they have this fastener system. You have to just turn it so it's in line with this key slot. You can take the connector out. Super easy. 3 connectors. You can take it apart, put it in storage, but really clean, and again, no metal parts. So to fasten it back down, easy to put in, easy to screw down. Bunch of air holes on the bottom so water can move in and out easily, and portholes in the backrest and the footrest so you can add extra weight if needed. Now this lounger, you'll have to look at the depth charts for all the loungers, but you'll have to find the depth of your pool. And with the Laylo, it allows you to put weights inside of it if you want to try to submerge the leg rest in certain water depths. In 12-inch water depth today, we're going to see how that works. You can also choose Laylo with optional risers. Now, The risers on this product, simply you can unsnap them like so. They're meant to stick in there pretty tight, but then you can also snap the risers back in, and that allows this lounger to work in deeper water. Now with Laylo, the risers stay attached to it. So as I move this lounger around, and you'll see that they even gave you a handle on the side of it, as you move it in and out of your pool, the risers stay part of the lounger. Tenjam is the only product that allows you to selectively add weights into the core of the product to adjust it for different pool water depths. These other products have this weight canister built in, and with that, it just works up to certain water depths. Again, 9 inches for this lounger, up to 15 inches with that. I did note earlier that this canister, it's just kind of barely hanging on in there. So we'll see how it performs as we go to fill it. Now we're gonna talk about the comfort of the lounger. So this is the Step 2 Vero Lounger. Here, we added the pillow, and with the pillow we had the different spots where you gotta kind of clip it in on the back. So let's sit in it. So when I sit in the Step 2 Vero Lounger, when we showed you that assembly video, you saw there's a big gap right here, and boy, can you feel it. It's definitely there. When you slide forward, it doesn't help at all. You're just on it. So if you don't get this lounger's pieces just completely aligned, I think you're gonna feel it even more, kind of like I do. But that's how I feel on that. The lounger design is kind of similar to ledge lounger, where you've got this leg hump idea. The idea of this is you're just going to get water in this. It's going to help it sit down a little better in the pool. But with the leg hump design, this is my normal seating position. You just feel the pressure on your calves. Your ankles don't actually touch the lounger. If you make them touch the lounger, you feel your butt slide forward an inch or two as you do that. So it's not that comfortable to try to do that. Your normal seating position is with your feet unsupported. Now, as far as the pillow goes, this pillow, it's just kind of a joke. It's just a hollow piece of rubberized plastic, and when you go on it, it's just not a lot of cushion support. It's harder on the edges for sure. The edge is fairly hard, but the middle is really soft. It doesn't feel like it's the right height for me, so I'm going to take it off. Going to put this into the lowest hole so it sits there. Now note, when you put it on the lounger, you got to kind of get it up, get it to sit there. It feels just almost a little too high, but that's where it is, and it's better than what it was. But the pillow is just kind of a joke. So that's a Step 2. Oh, here's a cell phone holder. We put that on, it just clips on and off. We already talked about that, but that cell phone will end up burning out probably right there. There's no place to hide the cell phone behind the pillow. The ledge lounger one has a pocket on the back of the pillow, so you can put your cell phone in there. But as far as the comfort goes, when we sit on ledge lounger, we sit back. The ledge lounger pillow, you just kind of grab the sides of it and move the pillow. Don't move it too high, you'll take it off. Get the pillow where you want it. The pillow definitely enhances the comfort on this ledge lounger, but the leg rest is so bad. The big leg hump there, your calves, just so much pressure on your calves, and your legs just do not touch the front of it. To touch the front of it, you got to arch your back. Your back's completely leaving the lounger. If I sit back again, how I normally would sit, this is how I'm on it, and my legs are just feeling like there's just a lot of pressure there. Not comfortable. Now this ledge lounger, we did show you how we have the different riser. So normally on the ledge lounger, up to 9-inch pool depth, it sits like this, and it sits back a lot more. So on this one, if I slide into it, now I am looking more up. My legs still feel really weird, but the pillow for sure helps this. It's just not as forward facing until you put that riser on it. You get the riser on it and it lifts you up, and that definitely helps. The Tenjam is also the hardest to get out of. The Tenjam Laylo Loungers, this one without risers, can work up to 14-inch water depth with the selective weights that you can purchase as an option. Now, when I sit on the Tenjam Laylo Lounger, it is a two-piece design. There is a parting line there, but Tenjam has moved that forward, so it's not back here where I feel it, and I don't feel that. If I slide forward, to like there. That's where I feel it. I have to slide very far forward to feel that line. But sitting in my normal seating position on this lounger, that doesn't have that big leg hump design, and so that just, my legs are fairly flat, and it supports it from my ankles all the way up to my shoulders. I sit more upright. The pillow enhances the comfort. With the pillow, there's a pocket on the back to put your phone. I think I've showed you that. But as I'm sitting in it, if you're a small kid, you can pull the pillow down. You're a taller adult, you can pull the pillow up. So you can adjust it right to where you want it as you're in the lounger, and I feel fully supported. The upright seating position has my arms just kind of more vertical, so I can easily rest them on the lounger, rest them on my lap, just more comfortable. The Laylo with 4-inch risers, it just takes the same Tenjam Lounger, raises it up 4 inches, so now the seat drain hole is at 10 inches off the bottom of the pool. Because it's a little higher, it's easier to sit on. Same exact comfort profile though. Doesn't change the comfort profile. Still head to toe comfort or support that you can feel. So when we talk about all these 3 loungers in fit and finish and comfort, by far Tenjam wins on fit, finish, and comfort. The Ledge Lounger, really chalky finish, some crazy edges. It's just the fit and finish isn't that great, and the comfort is terrible. So I'd have to, gosh, I don't know. It's tough between those two. The Step 2, it's more comfortable than the Ledge Lounger. But the Step 2, because you're putting it together with screws, the things aren't aligning right, you feel that big line on your rear end. And just the overall look and gaps between it, it's just such a poorly made product that I'd have to give it to Ledge Lounger a little bit on the fit and finish or quality over Step 2. But by far, Tenjam Laylo beats them all. So let's go to the part 3 video. Again, this is a 5-part video series. Part 3, we're going to put these loungers into the pool and show you how easy or hard it is to get them into the pool.